Hey, what's up guys? This is your boy Travis back again here at Big Boy Tory Reviews. And today we have quite the different review here, at least quite the different figure to review here. Because I don't typically do reviews of Transformers. And it's not because I don't buy Transformers. I do buy them, but I'm very selective with the Transformers that I buy. I don't have many. As a matter of fact, I only have 3. I used to have more before I sold all my collection, but even then I didn't have that many more. I think I had MP10, and then I had the movie Bumblebee, like the first movie Bumblebee where he was a Camaro. I had that one, and then I have the ones that I'm going to show you in this review. Well, I really only kept one Transformer from my original collection, and I really loved that. I really liked that one when it came out, so I kept it. I really couldn't find it in my heart to give it up. So there's plenty of figures that I still have from my old collection, by the way, that I didn't sell. Those were just ones that I just had to keep. But this guy's new. Now, he did come out last year. The first round of this figure came out last year. I did have him on pre-order, but I ended up missing the pre-order sale, and this dude sold out really quick. And then Big Bad Toy Store, I guess they were getting another shipment, which came in January of this year. So when I finally got the news that he was coming out to be paid for, I definitely jumped on it and paid for it. And guess what? He instantly sold out again. So this is a very, very popular Transformer. And I can understand why. This is probably the best 86 Optimus Prime that has ever been made in mainline Hasbro, Takara, Tomy, whatever you want to call it. This guy is really, really nicely done if you're going strictly off the 86 movie. Now, I don't know what they mean by 8631. I don't really know how the numbering works for the Transformers for Hasbro. But I know this is from the Transformer 86 Transformer movie. And so he does have the coloring of the 86 Optimus Prime, where this was all blue, as you can see on the box. This was blue. In later iterations, this was silver. There was a lot of different paint on him later on. I think these were yellow here. I think there is like a third-party sticker sheet for him to get the kind of cartoony type windows here. I might mess around and get that. As you can see, his windshield wipers are red. They were red in the movie. They weren't painted in the movie, so that's pretty accurate. So he was pretty plain back in the day. He does have a bit of a backpack, but I don't think it's that bad, to be honest with you. It's not that bad. If you had I think it was MP44. If to me, masterpieces shouldn't have backpacks. That's just how I feel about it. A masterpiece shouldn't have backpacks. There are plenty of third-party companies that have created some of the best Optimus Prime figures without backpacks, a very minimal backpack. So if they can do it, Hasbro, Takara, Tomy, y'all can definitely do it. You just don't want to. But for a commander class, I think this is considered a commander class. I think the backpack is just fine. I don't mind it whatsoever. Maybe somebody will come. I don't know. Will somebody come up with something to kind of cover this up or something? I know they come up. A lot of third-party companies come out with like different things and different upgrades that you can do to some of these mainline Transformers. But anyway, yeah, he looks really, really good. Now, you've probably seen a review for this guy already. There's plenty of people that have already reviewed him. I'm just reviewing him because I have it. Unfortunately, mine came with a nice little scratch on the leg there, so I'm a little upset about that. But taking a closer look at this guy, that head is very nicely done. I do like the way that that looks. Maybe it could be a little more square. I think he might have been a little bit more square, but I do like the paint here for the yellow. But he transforms quite nicely. I like the fact that they have movable fingers. So is this 80? So is this commander class type? Is this supposed to be like mini masterpieces or something? I don't know. But they kind of give me that vibe. He does have a good amount of heft to him. You would think there was some die cast in here, but I don't feel any. I don't think there's any in here, but he has definitely got some weight to him. But yeah, this guy looks really good. It's kind of annoying. These smokestacks are really annoying because they don't really peg in. I did hear that from some earlier reviews that this was an issue, and it still continues to be an issue, unfortunately. And there's one issue that I have that I don't know if anybody else has called it out. I would assume that they have it at some point, that I have with the vehicle mode. Even though the vehicle mode looks really good, I do have one kind of hang up about it, and I think I know the solution to fixing it, but I am not 100% sure. But yeah, this guy looks really, really good. We got the painted lights at the top too, painted orange. I like that. I love the way the Autobot symbol looks. That looks really cool. And I mean, according to the box, he did only have it on that arm. So he did only have it on his left arm, or right arm if you're facing the camera, obviously, but back this way it would be his left arm. So he did have it on that arm, and I'm just assuming this is accurate from the movie, so that's my assumption. But anyway, looking at the box, I guess I didn't really do that. It's a big box. He does come with his trailer. He does come with this little background piece that you can stand him on. I'm never going to use that. And he comes with all these different accessories. Obviously, that's just a painted picture. Then we got the top and then nothing at the bottom. So nothing super special about the box itself. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the accessories. But yeah, this guy is freaking awesome. Alrighty, so for accessories, you do get his trailer. These pieces can move in and out and you can fold them in, but obviously you want to use these pieces to stand. And you just pop this piece open and you can see the other accessories that he comes with, including his I think that's the wrong one. This blaster here. So we got his blaster. That looks pretty good, pretty standard Optimus Prime blaster. You do have some silver paint there, so that's nice. I'm glad that they did that. But other than that, just black plastic. Then looking here, you do get two blast effects, and they do kind of snap in here. You get what is this thing called? I forget what this thing called, but you get this little guy. I know I'm terrible. Then you get this piece that can come up, and yeah, I mean, if you've seen an Optimus Prime in this trailer, this is pretty common for Optimus Prime. So that is articulated. This piece can come up. I think that's like an antenna or something. And then you can also take this piece off and attach it to this little space buggy. This thing has a name, but I just don't remember what it is. So you can attach it to that. So that's cool. Then you also get, where is his, he has an Energon axe somewhere around here. And you do get his Energon axe. So pretty basic for Optimus Prime when he has his trailer. And this fits in here like so. Actually, it's this way because there is a peg hole here, and then there's a peg here at the top. So you want to peg that in so it doesn't fall. Then you want to peg this piece back in here. You can have that there. The little trolley, these little pegs here will peg into the holes at the bottom so he can stick in there. So that's cool. I think the original MP10, I think, had like a ejection button that would pop that guy out, and then you can that's not the right gun. That's a gun for another figure I'll show you later. And so you can do all the storage for the weapons and everything in here. There is a sticker kit to get all this stuff stickered out. I might, if it's available still, I'll probably jump on and get it. All right, so then you can close all this stuff up. And then you have a bottom piece here that, if you want, if it'll come apart for me, come on. This one on my copy gives me trouble. I don't know why, but it does give me trouble. There we go. And then you have all these pieces. Now all these pieces are for vehicle mode, but it's nice that you have a little storage there. And this is to simulate this happening. So you can, I can show you this when I transform them into the truck. But these pieces connect like so, and you peg it in, and it looks like he's blasting off, like in the I think it's the beginning, the opening credits for the movie. I think that's what he did. But yeah, and that is it for accessories. That's all you get for that. Just to go back to the trailer, just cast it in this gray plastic. It's a trailer. I do wish that they at least gave us rubber for the tires. That would have been nice. You know, this thing was not cheap. I think it was like $89, $85, $86, something like that. So this is not a cheap figure by any means. Is it worth the price? I think it should have been cheaper. I think it should have been more around the $60 price point. I think they're a little overpriced, but it is a nice figure. But 80 bucks, 90 bucks, nah, I don't think it's worth 90 bucks. Cut about 30 bucks off of that, and that's what I would say, because it's just not enough paint. There's not enough paint. Like, it's not painted here. It's not stickered up in there. Yeah, there's just not enough paint going on here to me to justify the cost. So yeah, almost $90 for this, I think is a little too much. But it is a really nice figure, so I'm glad you get the trailer. Maybe because we get the trailer is why it costs more. I mean, I guess, but in my opinion, no. This trailer shouldn't add that much more. And then these are kind of standard Optimus Prime. Oh, these come down too, I forgot to mention that. These can come down too, the legs. This is a standard Optimus Prime setup, man. I mean, at this point, this should come with every Optimus Prime, in my opinion. And 90 bucks for something like this is just not, it's just not right to me. I just don't think that makes sense. But anyway, let's get on to his articulation. So for articulation, he does have a ball joint on his head. You kind of get some wiggling out of it, some little bit of side to side, but you don't get a whole lot. You can obviously twist it all around. His ears or antenna, whatever these are called, these can move up and down. So you can move those up and down. Obviously these will move because they just won't get out the way. I don't think you can unpeg these either. They are in there. As far as the shoulder, he can get horizontal, 90 degrees on the elbow. We do have a bicep swivel. You can kind of get a butterfly thing going on if you unsnap his shoulder there. You can be like, yeah, bro. Snap that back in. As far as the fingers are concerned, the hand can spin. And then you get, if I can get this apart, you get a you get a hinge joint here at the pointer finger and one single hinge joint for the other 3 fingers. And then you got the hinge at the base, so a hinge there, hinge there, hinge there. So curl those up. Makes a nice fist, makes a really nice fist. I do appreciate that. So I do like that. Maybe that's a commander class thing. They have articulated fingers. I mean, okay. As far as his chest, now this can open up and you can see the matrix of leadership. So you can open that up, and open that up, and you can see the matrix in there. The matrix is able to pull out, and get a close up on the matrix real quick. I probably should have showed this when I was showing him off, but yeah, I think if you get some light behind it, let's see, if you get some good light behind it, you can get it to shine a little bit there. Get some good light on that, but that is the matrix. It just kind of plugs back in there, and that's that. And since for the waist, we do have a waist twist, no ab crunch. These panels do come up for leg articulation. They can come up in the front and in the back, more so for transformation for the back ones, but those do come up. As far as the legs, he can obviously get the full splits. Thigh swivel there, kicking up 90 degrees, kicking back, all the way back. Transformer shit, thigh swivel, I think I already said that. A little over 90 degrees there with the knee. As far as the toesies, they kind of got locking points there, up and down. Then same with the heel. And then if you unpeg it from this plate here, you can get a ankle tilt. So really good ankle tilt there. Do like how that kind of locks in. But that's it. Pretty decent articulation for an Optimus Prime figure. You get the ankle tiltage. You get wrist swivel, articulated fingers. I don't think you can ask for much more from an Optimus Prime figure. I think that is perfect. And all the accessories, yeah. Let's go ahead and do some comparisons for the robot mode before we do the transformation. I am not going to be transforming him on camera because this is not a Transformers channel. There's plenty of channels that you can go watch that will transform him in front of you for you. So that's just not this channel. It's just too time consuming, and at this point I feel like most people probably already have this figure who's going to get this figure, and they already know how to transform it. And if they don't, they are way better Transformer reviewers than me that can give you very, very detailed directions on how to transform this guy. So let's do a comparison in robot mode. Alrighty, and here he is next to the only Optimus Prime, other Optimus Primes or other Transformers that I own. This is the Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime. I think this is Studio Series number 38. Yeah, Studio Series number 38, the Bumblebee movie. Now, I remember when this dude came out, it was hectic. Like, so many people wanted this dude. Like, he was going for so much on the third party scalper markets. Like, before he actually officially came out, people were paying so much for this dude because this sculpt, it was so nicely done compared to like what they were doing to other movie figures, Hasbro, like mainline figures, that people were just so psyched, including myself, because I loved the way that Optimus Prime looked in that movie. He looked so good in that movie. So I was super stoked to cop this guy. And then we have was the Powers of the Prime. So this is kind of recent. Powers of the Prime, Optimus Prime, or Orion Pax. Technically, this is the Orion Pax transformation, but he does transform into a Optimus Prime. And give me a second and I will show you, but I just wanted to show you what he looks like next to the Orion Pax one. So he is bigger, so that's good. Also bigger there. This guy is very, very loose in the legs, just loose in general. So is he when he actually transforms into Optimus Prime. He's pretty loose in that sense too. But I do like it. I do like the fact that I have an Orion Pax figure, because you should. If you like Optimus Prime at all, you should at least own one Orion Pax figure. But anyway, let's get him transformed real quick into his Powers of the Prime, Optimus Prime, real quick. Alrighty, and here he is next to the Powers of the Prime combined Optimus Prime. And this one is very loosey-goosey in the legs as well, especially going in and out. Now, forward and back, he has ratchet joints, but these little flimsy feet that they gave him, I never did a review of this guy. I got him at Target and last year, and I could have did a review on him, but I was like, I don't do Transformers, so I don't really want to go down that route of doing reviews for Transformers. And here I am doing a review of a Transformer, right? I guess that's really probably the best way to put him. Let's see if we can actually get this guy to stand without him falling over. All right, so yeah, there he is standing next to this. So now he's huge. So he is quite the bigger size than the Studio Series, but this is by far a superior Optimus Prime. I mean, this guy is cool and everything, but he does not hold a candle to this guy here. But anyway, I think that's it. Well, I guess I can show him next to some other robots. Give me a second. I'll do one more comparison. All right, and finally here he is next to the Mecha Godzilla model kit, and then we have him next to Voltron, the Blitzway Voltron. I think this was the Japan version, exclusive or whatever. But yeah, so obviously Voltron is just towering over this guy. But that was to be expected. But anyway, that's it for comparisons in robot mode. All right, so here he is in vehicle mode or vehicle mode. Did I say mold? I meant mode. And it's a red truck. Who'da thunk it? It is definitely a whole ass red truck. Now my biggest issue with this mode is that these pegs don't peg in. There's two pegs on each side that peg into this here, and they just don't stay. And I can't get them either side to flushly, is that a word? Tab in. So that is very frustrating. My OCD, the very little OCD that I have, is always focusing on that, and to me it kind of makes it tilt a little bit. Does it look like it's tilting? It looks like it's tilting to me, like forward a little bit, and I don't like that. Now I do also think that these pegs here are a smidget too long. So I think these are a smidget too long. I might cut a little bit off just to test, because the clip part would still be available. But I wonder if I just shaved a little bit off of those tips, if it would then, because even though these don't peg in, they don't push it forward. It's this, once you tab this in, like here, let me take these pieces out. So it still sits flush there, even though these aren't pegged in, it still sits flush. But Once you slide these in there, it pushes it forward. You see that? You see that gap because it's pushing it. And so you're gonna have a gap there because these, I think, are pushing it forward because the peg that plugs in is a little too long. I think that's what the issue is there. Real quick, I just wanted to point out that I ended up shaving down the nubs that go into here. And with them being shaved, I was able to get them in, and I still snaps in, but I was able to get the pegs that plug into the legs here, like this. So there's some pegs there that are on the other side that plug into there, and now it's quite flat now. Now it's nice and flat. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, it's nice and flat now. It doesn't, I don't have any issues with, I mean, these still don't hold in very well, but with these being able to peg in under here, under this gap right here, there's some pegs there. With those being able to peg in better, this is much more flush now, so I like that. But yeah, I just wanted to point that out real quick. These smokestacks are going to be annoying. They do not peg in properly. But anyway, on to the aesthetics of the truck. It looks like a semi, and it looks really good. It looks perfectly accurate to the movie for the most part, and it is a red truck. I'm gonna keep saying that apparently. Now I will say he has one of the best truck beds that I have ever seen. I've handled quite a few Transformers. I can't say I had nearly as many as some of these Transformer reviewers, but I think I've seen enough truck beds to say that this is one of the better truck beds, especially from Hasbro. So it's very flush. Obviously, you're always going to have the feet at the back, but I think they do a good job on how they actually did the feet here. I do wish, again, that these were rubber tires. It would have been nice if those were rubber tires for the money that you're paying for this guy. But I do like that there's no big gaps or anything in that truck bed other than in between the feet, but that's not that big of a deal. But I love the way that looks. And then obviously you can plug the trailer into that hole, plug it into that hole, and you got the whole shindig here. So you can pull it just fine. And yeah, and that looks good. That's a nice complete set for Optimus Prime there. But anyway, let's go ahead and do some comparisons in truck mode. Alrighty, and here he is next to all the other Transformers. This is the Studio Series Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime, and then we have the Powers of the Prime Optimus Prime. Well, technically this is still Orion packs. But here are all the car modes. Here he is next to them in all the car mode, in their truck modes, I mean. And clearly he has the better bed. I mean, Orion Pax's head is just dangling all out, the arms. Like this truck mode is absolutely horrendous. And then we got huge gaps in this truck mode. The actual truck itself looks good. That looks good. But the gappiness in where the legs transform is just horrible. So yeah, this is perfect. This is flush, no gapping, very minimal gapping, I should say. And the truck mode looks really good. But yeah, then we no headlights or anything for this guy in the back. Wonder what these clips are for back there. Same with this guy. So yeah, this Optimus Prime is just all around just way better than any Optimus Prime from the main line that I have ever seen. He is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for comparisons. So let's go ahead and do my final thoughts. Oh, one more thing before I do my final thoughts. I forgot to show you the trailers. So this is the only other one that has a trailer. So that's the trailer for the Powers of the Prime, Optimus Prime, and then here we are with the trailer for 86. And as you can see, the trailer for this one is much bigger, much bigger. Obviously, this trailer is not really being used as a trailer because that's the other part of his body, but you can just see what they look like. Like this one's way bigger, way bigger. So yeah, this one just swallows that one. So yeah, that's the proper Optimus Prime trailer. Just kind of look at him standing here. So yeah, this one's just obviously towering over the other trailer. So, yep. So yeah, that is it for comparisons. Now let's do final thoughts. Just an FYI, also the Bumblebee movie, Optimus Prime can pull this trailer, and it looks pretty good actually on him. So he can pull this trailer pretty nicely, and it's not like buckling or anything. I think it sets on the bed really well. So I think that's pretty even. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So yeah, it is compatible with the movie Bumblebee. You can't turn because he has extra bits here. So you can't do like the full swivel turn, but it does connect. So anyway, just wanted to show you that. Alrighty, so in conclusion, I think I already said it. He's the best Optimus Prime, mainstream Optimus Prime ever made. He is absolutely incredible. If you don't have him, you need him in your collection. I don't care if you don't collect transforming Transformers. You don't have to transform them, just keep them in robot mode. But this is the best Optimus Prime from Hasbro that I have ever seen. Outside of Masterpiece, just regular mainline Transformers. Yeah, this guy is freaking awesome. He is absolutely phenomenal. So he is a must cop if you are a Transformers person. This is an absolute must cop. You better find him. If he's still on sale somewhere for regular price, you better hop on it, because this dude, once he sells out and they don't make any more, this dude is probably going to easily be $150 to $200 on the aftermarket for a used one, for an unopened one, or for an opened one, I should say. So I can see it, but yeah, this guy is awesome. But anyway, that is it for the review. Please comment, like, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.